many times have you been stopped by a stranger who has a request? Many women feel compelled to help at the risk to their own safety. In my 28 years as a police officer and deputy sheriff on road patrol, I handled hundreds of calls from women who were victims of predators. And what I found was time after time, women jeopardized their own safety because of our inclination to be helpful. And here's why. Because we almost always put other people's needs before our own. And this can lead to some tragic consequences. Now, I know many women think they can spot a predator because they believe predators have a certain look about them. But the fact is, many predators are normal looking, nice, bring home to dinner types, and they work hard at that act. Now, of course, we know all nice guys are not predators. The motive of a predator is to benefit themselves at our expense. They prey on the kindness of their potential victim. When a stranger comes up to you with a request, ask yourself, is this in my best interest? Because a trait of predators is to chat you up while sizing you up. You think they're nice. You let your guard down. They charm you with their friendly demeanor. It's a ploy to gain your confidence. It's a trap disguised as a request for assistance or money. If you seem persuadable, you're their next victim, and the trap snaps shut. In August of '74, I was 13. I was walking home from shopping, and a car pulled up alongside me. The driver asked if I needed a ride. He looked cute, college age, so I said, no thanks. But he followed anyway, giving it another shot. Are you sure? Oh, come on. Well, it was hot. I was tired. So I got in. As soon as he stepped on the gas, he said, I can't believe you got in the car with a stranger. Whoa. I said to myself, that's a weird thing to say. Well, he really creeped me out. So I said, I'm not for it. And there was just an eerie silence. So I leaned out the window and yelled, hey, Dad, to the guy working on his lawn. And he waved back. I said, stop, pull over there. That's my dad. Until he did stop. I flew out and he sped off. Well, that wasn't my dad. But I knew I needed to do something quick after that eerie feeling I got from that guy. I was relieved to be safe. And I believe my neighbor was relieved he didn't have a long-lost daughter. 2 other women had similar stories that year. 23-year-old Janice finally got time to spend at her favorite beach. She found her spot in the middle of thousands of people and sat down to read. When she was interrupted by a good-looking guy around her age with his arm in a sling who plopped himself down next to her. He looked a little odd wearing a tennis outfit on the beach, but he was friendly, so she let him stay. After a few minutes, he asked her if she would help him put his sailboat back on his car. Janice could barely conceal her annoyance and reminded him she just sat down. He pleaded with her, and she reluctantly agreed, saying, I can't believe I'm doing this, as she walked off with him. Also that year, 18-year-old Phyllis encountered a cute guy in his 20s on crutches in front of her college library. They were chatting for a few minutes when he stopped to ask her if she would help him get his car started. She was not interested and hesitated. He was charming and persuasive, so she gave in, being he was on crutches. When they got to his car, he told her to sit in the driver's seat while he was to the rear directing her. After a few seconds, Phyllis got a strange feeling. It made the hair on the back of her neck stand up. With that, she said, I gotta go, and left him. What did these three stories have in common? Well, we all allowed ourselves to be persuaded by a seemingly nice guy. How many times has that happened to you? I was fortunate. The other two women encountered the notorious serial killer, Ted Bundy. Phyllis Armstrong escaped and lived to tell. Janice Ott was killed. Ted Bundy later confessed to her murder. In nearly 5 decades, predatory behaviors haven't changed, and neither has our response to them. During my law enforcement years, I interviewed many victims, and almost all of them said they were embarrassed. They did not listen to themselves. In other words, they did not listen to their safety intuition and were persuaded by someone against their better judgment, like I was when I got into that stranger's car. What is safety intuition? Well, it's not woo-woo or mystical or only certain people have it. It's your subconscious. It's like your own supercomputer. It processes data from your 5 senses 24/7. At any given moment, our 5 senses are taking in 11 million bits of data per second and feeding it to our subconscious. On the other hand, our conscious mind can only process 40 bits of data per second. 40? That's unbelievable, right? 40 versus 11 million? Imagine 40 pennies end to end. It would go from the floor to my hip. Imagine again 11 million pennies, 130 miles long. It would go from Central Florida to Florida's West Coast. And what that means is our safety intuition can see, hear, and process data far faster than our conscious mind can. And because it's so fast, we often don't recognize the signals we're getting and we ignore them. Signals? What signals? Have you ever had a gut feeling about someone? Know that feeling, there's something wrong, you just can't put your finger on it. Or an uncomfortable feeling in a situation makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. That's a subconscious process, alerting you to danger. It's screaming at you like we do when we watch characters in suspense movies. They know they shouldn't open the door. They do it anyway. Your safety intuition is your internal alert system. How can you listen to it? You ask. You can use these ABCs to engage it. A, assess risks and leave if you sense danger, like Phyllis Armstrong did at her college. B, be persuasion proof. Ask yourself, is this in my best interest? If not, say no and go. C, careful. Careful not to let your guard down, causing denial in situations. Like, oh, he seemed like a nice guy. Or, I'm sure it's safe here, there's plenty of people around. There are many types of predators. Men, women, young and old. But with awareness, you'll be more conscious when you encounter strangers in a variety of situations. And I'm going to leave you with 3 easy ways that you can use your safety intuition and build up to be persuasion proof. 1, practice saying no to the salesperson who wants to upsell you for today's special. 2, say no, even to a friend. Oh, come on, stay longer. Sorry. Show them you can't be persuaded. 3, say no to any request that makes you feel uncomfortable. Remember Janice's aunt. She was just helping someone out. You won't be able to avoid all predators by engaging your safety intuition and being persuasion proof, but you will greatly reduce your chance of becoming a victim. Trust your safety intuition. It can save your life.